Hi everyone, it's Stella and that's Tarrant from Meeple University, and I am sharing you my GenCon 2024 vlog where I went and Tarrant didn't go.
Yes, I will be more of a silent and sidekick role here today as we go through Jahja's GenCon.
Jealous and Stella's GenCon.
That's why I'm the
You're jealous, aren't you?
That's why I'm the sidekick.
And Tarrant has actually asked me, can I make a smart-ass comment? And I say, sure, I can always edit it out. So here we go, get ready for this. So what I'm gonna do in this video, I'm gonna share you our GenCon haul, obviously, which is around here, you can't see it right now, and sharing what I saw of the things that's upcoming, including games for Spiel and maybe beyond, games going on Kickstarter, maybe prototype game and so on. I'll let you know each one. So my GenCon has been really awesome. Each and every year I feel it's better and better. I actually get to play games this time. I played actually 3 games. One being at the airport. It's always great to play games all the way after GenCon hours or during. During is really busy usually, but at the airport, everyone has got games with them. There are board game tables at the airport. It's amazing. You have to come one day. One day. But have you been to GenCon? How was your GenCon? So my jet lag wasn't too bad. People would just ask, how is it going? And I met lots of great people there. The flight was great actually. It was only 14-ish hours. And then there's another one like a couple of hours. But what I usually do, I just go to sleep and binge watch my favorite show. This time I watched Madam Web.
That was
the Marvel one.
A movie?
Yes.
Recent movie?
Yes. And I binge watched The Acolyte, which is I pre-downloaded it at Disney Plus, and that's one of the Star Wars. Oh, and also I finished The Wheel of Time, which is the fantasy series at Prime Videos. So
that all sounds like more than 14 hours.
It's only like
when did you sleep?
a few episodes. It's just not the whole thing.
I'll allow it.
Thank you. So I saw many friends from board game industry, fellow content creators, designers, publishers. It's always awesome to see them at GenCon. So my thing that I didn't expect, my highlight, one of the highlights, everything is a highlight, but I saw Matt Lees from Shut Up and Sit Down. I was like, isn't that Matt? Oh my gosh, shut up. That would be Matt. I mean, no puns intended. So Matt was there just hanging around, like being jet lagged from UK and all. That was great. And there's Jay and Carl from EasyCat. So they've got great Instagram reels, TikTok channels. I learned a lot from them. There's a few other TikTok content creators that started to come to GenCon more and more, including Casey from Brain in a Jar. There's also obviously the other YouTuber, Thinkathema, Amy and Maggie, Jamie from Foster the Meeple. There's Alex and Professor Meg from Board Game Call. There's Jenna, lovely Jenna from Board Game Garden. And of course, there's Tantum House crew, which I think not all of them were there, but they were hanging around. They were helping with the booth of Genius Games, actually. I saw Dan from Game Boy Geek and lovely Monique and Naveen. And I found out what Naveen does outside board game. I was like, oh yeah, can you help me with some bone issue? So they're really nice. And there's also the crew, obviously, from the Dice Tower, which I was lucky enough to help them hosting, or I would say presenting one of the awards at GenCon for the Dice Tower Awards show.
Yes, you've become a regular envelope opener.
I wouldn't say regular, I just like Tom.
Twice.
More
regular than I.
Yeah, we just like, if you keep doing this, we keep making jokes about you at the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at GenCon, as usual, there's Cardhala. I didn't know what it was called. Cardhala, basically everyone is making towers of cards from Magic the Gathering cards, or any cards really. I don't know if you've seen any photos about that.
I have not seen that one, no.
Ah, all right. And there is...
I could never build houses of cards. It was... I could just... Maybe I didn't have the cards that were sticky enough to sort of stay, but yeah, it was never...
I don't know if stickiness...
Never a hobby I could get into. I'd rather stack dominoes.
All right, that's fair enough. I mean, I can't do that either. But people are amazing. It's just like stacks and stacks of cards. I don't know if there's...
See?
It's got plastic,
hard.
so it's like it's sticky. And not sticky, it's slippery because of the plastic. There's oink games that I got. Okay, that's gonna take forever. So I'm moving on to dancing dwarf balloons. It's part of charity. People like who wants to slay all the balloons at the end of the GenCon. So I think they bid or something like that, and it goes to charity. And there's like dancing dwarf balloons. This is so cute. There's BIPOC Lounge, which I actually managed to see, and then just like some really comfortable couches there. I met so many great people. There's great flowers arrangement. I have to like come closer and have a look, and these are those real flowers. They're not real because it's like huge wall and it's amazing pink and white. So I'm gonna quickly show you my GenCon haul, and then I'm gonna talk about the games I saw demoed or upcoming, and then not all games that I'm gonna talk about here are available for public to see. So hopefully you'll gain something that you can look forward to. All right. So I'm gonna bring this one first. Now I also include the games that got shipped to us. So I really appreciate for publishers for shipping the game to us in Australia, all the way to Australia, because shipping games and bringing games back from GenCon is not always easy. There are weight limits, there's space limit, there's my capability to lift up things that are not very good.
Yeah. Are there any games hidden inside games this year? Because
No.
that was always one of the techniques.
Yeah, so not this one.
Okay.
So first one is Slay the Spire. So this got shipped to us, and they are from Contention Games. I saw the queue, people trying to get to this in around Madigo. I think they share booth with Madigo, and this is one I can't wait to play this.
Yes, it was a card-esque video game that is now in tabletop game
Yeah,
form. So
it's
kind
just
of
like a natural progression, isn't it? It's just like originally from there. All right, I'm just gonna take random things, right? All right, let's get this one. So this is Mistwind. So this was a campaign. I remember last GenCon they were on Kickstarter or doing Kickstarter during or something along those lines. And I can't wait to play this. And I can just show you quickly here. I mean, Daryl Andrews is the one that designed Sagrada, and Adrian Adameshu. And Daryl was there as well at GenCon, and I met Daryl. Daryl is so lovely. Adams I've seen around, I think. So Magic Maze Tower. So I can't even like close it properly somehow. I think something must have fallen.
Yes, that one's had the sideways gravity effect.
Oh yeah, there you go. So Magic Maze Tower is like Magic Maze without the sand timer. So there's no, it actually says no stress. I don't know if this is like a good stress or bad stress, but it says no stress. So
We'll see. I liked the stress of Magic Maze.
You
We'll
do.
see how this one goes.
yes.
It was always a great meet-up game.
Yeah.
A great icebreaker despite your inability to speak to each other.
Yeah, that's true. Anyways, we'll see how it goes. I feel like this year has got more card games. I think trick-taking games is kind of like taking off. Now, I'm going to just show you a few card games where it's like trick-taking a lot. There's Xylotar, thank you. This is from Bezier Games.
Yep.
I've got...
The panda playing xylophone guitar
Yes,
there. So this
yes.
is sort of a half hidden from yourself information trick taker.
Yeah, it's Quartz, the dice game. Now, we love Quartz, the board game.
It was probably up until Quacks came along, it was one of the best
Yes.
pusher lucks out there, I think. So
Right. Let's see Catalog, which is a trick-taking game, which is like I'm excited to try. Pepper App Dungeon. This just actually comes from Lucky Duck Games. There's Flip 7
That's
from
so
the
good.
Op. Redlands with the expansion here. And we've got Sandbag.
Redlands, of course, been a very
Yes.
popular two-player battle over many years.
Thank you, Tarrant. I knew why you were here. You contribute to this a lot, more than you thought. Thank you. Sandbag from Bezier Games as well. This is by Ted Alspike, who designed lots of games.
I like the look of this immediately, just thematically. I can't think of a hot air balloon game before, so Sandbag, it's getting into the physics of hot air balloons. Sounds cool.
So if you want Tarrant to play your games, hot air balloon, give it to us. Or train games. Anyways, Cat in the Box. believe it or not, we haven't played this trick-taking game. And I managed to get the small one because they're releasing the large one, but because of limited capability, please see the above comments, I've got the small one. So I can't wait to play that.
Yes, as you say, trick-taking types of things, because this is the quantum trick-taking game. It's
What
been
does that
really,
mean?
well, we'll find out, but it's really been taking off.
Yes, so we've got this compile, compile. It's got lovely playmat from Greater Than Games.
Very cool looking thing there. You can see some HTML tags.
HTML tag, oh, you know your stuff, Tarrant.
Triangular brackets, anyway.
Let's get the other card games while we're talking about card games. We've got Flash 10.
Flash 10.
Flash 10 is from Jahja Games.
Yes, if we were watching DC Multiverse, this would mean it was a Flash series that began in 2010. All right, you've turned the crickets off now.
Yeah. I'm sure I'll get the joke. I'm sure somebody out there will get the joke. We've got Turnip.
Turnip.
It's like really cute. It's from Rose Gauntlet.
Do you have any ambitions in this game besides the acquisition of turnips?
We will soon find out. It's bluffing game. So there you go. Now this one is Loa. It's from All Play. All Play has been doing well. They've got some great new games that I've seen around. And speaking about All Play, I've got this right here with me.
I like the art on this one.
It's very cute.
It's a fishing game.
This is a big one. Okay, I transported it folded, all right. I had a short video for this one, but this is the first board game bag that I ever owned, believe it or not. Like a proper, not IKEA bag, not
We've made heavy use of IKEA bags because
Yes.
they are the size of your standard 1 foot by 1 foot board game.
Yeah, but this is like, this also, like it's padded, it's got like the sideway, you can hold it sideway like this. I mean, my face is now hidden. Sideway like this, you can hold it like in your shoulder. And it also passes Tarrant test, which is somewhere before. You can use it as backpack as well. Oh, here it is, backpack. Did I hit your head? Sorry.
I dodged.
Sorry, very good reflex. So you can use it as backpack. So
Yes.
you usually use it as backpack. So that's All Play.
My shoulders get sore, so sling.
That's very fair. And I've got Mind Map. Now this one here, this is from Sorry We Are French. I knew about it, I think from last year or the year before, Spiel, they demoed this to me. And it seems like it's really fun party game. We've got this Gateway Island. This is Fan Rider game. And Postscriptum. I didn't know about this until it was Jamie actually demoed this to me. This is basically 18 games, 21 different games in one box. The aim is, it's like little game. The aim is to show and then demo different mechanics of the board game for people that don't usually play board games. They would try to play this game and then try this mechanic, and they like the mechanic, and then
It tells you it tells you what sorts of games
you
might
like.
want to get into as you start to learn, which is a very interesting concept.
Yeah.
And it's the sort of thing that, if it really takes off, you could see it in board game clubs and school board game things all over the place.
I'd love that to happen. I mean, I would love the board game community to grow and grow, because in Australia, it is not as big in US. I mean, we have few board game meetups in Melbourne where we live, and we have our own as well in Melbourne Central Lion Pub every second Wednesday. And this is the kind of thing that, people that haven't played board game and can try and then see which mechanics they like.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm really interested. I'm really keen for that, and then play with a few other friends that haven't actually played board games much. We got Loot from Gigamic.
Yes.
This
Loot.
has gained some popularity recently.
I have run out of space.
Oh yeah, thank you. All right, I'll show this one so I gain more space. We've got Yokohama. Now this is the new edition by Synapses Games. Thank you for shipping this to us. And we've got the Yokohama. Oh no, what did I do? I can hear this like falling. Oh no, I
It'll be
regret
fine.
that. Premium tokens. Now I'm really curious if it's good.
It's fine.
Yes, it's good. Like metal coins rather than tokens. It's like the actual bits.
And you can see that this part of the image is this.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that. Okay, and then it's glowy. Glowy. It's not glowy. Hologrammy.
So it's been a classic for...
Oh, yeah, thank you, Tara.
Been a classic for what, 8 years, I think, 10 years even. It's been out for some time. So it's got a new version.
Facelift. So we have these 2 Oink games. I haven't even opened it yet. Most games, I open it and then check out anything I can throw out, like punch boards, make shipping back to Australia or carrying back to Australia lighter. Usually happen Monday morning and then at night whenever I can, if I don't play board games. So 2 new Oink games. One is dexterity game. So they actually brought out 2 dexterity games this year, so I only picked one. And this one is the drafting game. So interesting how it turns out. We've got some really lovely mug from Flat River Group. And this is great. This is the Panda. So Amanda Panda gave it to me. Amanda Panda has got shows Twitch mainly. And I've got this game by Phil Walker Harding and Eric Lang. So the game is from Game Right, Wrath of Fire Mountain. What did you say about this game? Your comments about this game?
It's in a tin.
No, there's another comment. It's my last comment, and I have to shut down.
Yeah,
completely.
I don't remember.
I remember.
It wasn't funny enough to commit to memory.
Oh, you said it's a blood rage for family.
Oh yes, but that was just blindly assuming off
Yes.
off the designers.
Correct. So this is Lone Wolf. This is a trick-taking game for 2 players. So some people have played this, so excited to try that, and then they say good things about it. Yeah,
I'll be interested to see. 2 players, certainly from a playing card standpoint, 2 players has never been my favoured trick-taking style. There's not that many that work, so we'll see how it goes.
See how it goes. We've got Neo Dreams. This is Ivan Lashin from the designer of Fairness. Neo Dreams. I'm so keen to play this because this is like, I think he's got another game coming, and I'm gonna see him again in Essen, and he's gonna show it to me hopefully. So Neo Dreams.
Neo Dreams.
There's another Dreams game somewhere buried here, but I haven't seen it yet. It's over there. Okay, we'll get to that. We got River Valley Glassworks. This beautiful game by All Play. This is another All Play game. You can see that there. I can hardly close it for some reason. I think I punched it out and then didn't close it properly. Yeah,
I like this kind of old. It's got a nice retro, Wind in the Willows feel.
Oh
to
yeah,
these,
Wind in the Willow. It's very good.
Here. It's a nice piece of artwork, that one.
Well, it's Andrew Bosley's artwork.
Yeah, that'll explain it.
And then the designer is Adam Hill, Ben Pinchbeck, and Matt Riddle. So great designers. Now I do also speaking about Ben Pinchbeck and Matt Riddle. We're probably not meant to show this, but I'm going to show you anyway. A secret that's under all that, which we get. I originally didn't want to show it, and Tarrant, no, we'll just not show it. We'll get to that. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Yes. So I've got this chopping board, which I actually need a chopping board to cut my my soap making stuff. Will be back there. This is Captain Obvious from Lucky Duck Games.
Yep, little party game. This one.
Yep.
Where you make obvious statements and then you raise part of them and see if people can guess what it was.
I can't wait. Like I'm gonna plan this board game meetup, and then I'm gonna just invite people. I'm gonna play all those. It's 3 to 10 players. Now this is the Rebel Princess. So we had video using the original first edition of Rebel Princess. This is the second deluxe edition, and this is by Jahja Games. There are a few improvements. I want to have videos explaining the top differences between the first edition and the next edition or deluxe edition. But if you want to know how it plays, Tarrant did a great how to play video that covers all editions.
And this is another trick-taking game. This one is very similar to Hearts if you played that one on your Windows 95 back in the day.
I haven't played Hearts, but it's about princess. You are princesses, a rebel princess that don't want to get married by Prince Charming, and you have to avoid certain tricks, which is the prince cards. And we have landmarks from Floodgate Games. So this is a great party game. So it kind of feels like Codenames-ish.
Yeah, sort of Codenames, cross clues a little bit. It's another, so clever as well, kind of word matching game, meaning matching game.
Yes, and we have Tranquility, the card game, the Ascent. So this is a standalone. So it's standalone sequel. Sequel is the right word.
Yes, Tranquility was a little card ordering game back in the day. Little competitive, not competitive, cooperative card ordering game.
This is Mon. It's a Japanese game. This is actually prototype, which will have video. And we have this
little card game. It's another card ordering game, this one, actually, trying to get cards in a certain sequence.
Well, I like that sort of card ordering games because it could be like, usually the rules is simple and then the strategy is deep. There's also this game from Hobby Japan. It is mostly in Japanese at the moment, and there's a base rule and there's expert variant rules.
Yes, this is arguably the most language independent game ever because it is a game or activity about creating your own language.
Ooh.
So, yeah, interested to see how this one goes. It's a very different concept.
Yeah.
Probably unlike anything else I've seen.
And this is Dino Cities, and this is a prototype almost done. This is cute dinosaurs. Look how so cute, very cute. It's obvious now. This
That's
is
distinct from Captain Obvious.
Yes, let's just not confuse about that. It's obvious. So this is by Friendly Skeleton. This is a party game, and this is where you're trying to... There are two concepts, and you need to vote secretly on which one that is more obvious to you. For example, fishman or manfish. And then you secretly put your vote, and then shuffle, and then reveal, and then somehow you need to convince that you're not the minority. So, minimum 3 players there. Oh, is it mine now?
Yep, I'm full.
You full? Okay. So we've got, I can't even reach it. Mischief. This is Mischief by Dan Cesar, who designed Arboretum. And this is his own game, his own company going to Kickstarter.
Yep, and you can see the Arboretum in it. There's element of cards held in hand versus cards played on table, influencing the score. So, you keep giving them to me. I told you I'm full.
Oh yeah, Look at it. Okay, I'll take those files later. Yes. All right. This is Kyoto no Neko. I managed to play a full game of it. This is by Matagor. Cute games with cat. So you are cats in Kyoto. You're trying to achieve your objectives, and objectives different. And you need to find friends. You need to avoid the bicycles, you need to climb trees. So the things that cats would do, and while achieving your objectives, you actually also gaining your skill. So what's so good about it is that, upgrading your skill. What's so different about it, what I like about it, there are some dice roll when you actually do the skill check, but there's great catch-up mechanic, where if somebody's upgrade or reach certain levels, and all other players get to upgrade their skills as well. So you're not like really lagging behind if you had bad die roll. Like I had bad die rolls, and then I actually ended up winning the game. I'm sure it's by accident. I mean, they let me win. Anyways, I don't know. What do I give it to you? I said I was
Those at home will see my dirty look there.
Yes. Nexus Ops, this is by Renegade Games. This is a cute game in terms of the pieces. If you use glow lights, it's glow in the dark.
Nice.
Oops, I'm going to have video for that one. We got Pac-Man.
Pac-Man Corridor. So it's kind of two games that use a grid but aren't very similar. So it is classic Corridor with Pac-Man versus a ghost. And then there's also a little kind of chasing Pac-Man type of game, which doesn't really resemble original Corridor, but they're packaged together here, so that's quite cool.
It looks very good, and it's Pac-Man.
I forgot. And they're on these little pedestals, so that's quite nice.
I forgot I meant to wear my Pac-Man shirt, but it's too cold, so I'll wear this jumper instead. We have Shards of Infinity, and I will probably talk. I'll talk now about it. So this is by Stoneblade Entertainment, and this has got some unique cards play, which has got an app as well. The big game is Ascension, also deck building, cooperative. Now this can be cooperative or competitive. Me again? Okay, I'll give it to you. Chronicles of Light. This is a game from Ravensburger, and this is a cooperative game. The designer Pam was actually there at GenCon, so took a selfie as well. And this is about the Disney princesses or characters that is... Oh, not princess
many
characters.
Of them down there.
Yes. Let's move on to Intarsia.
Intarsia, this is a Michael Kiesling.
Yes, this is Michael Kiesling, which designed Azul. So this has got Azul feel like. And the components are really like... I have to show you this right now, because I was punching it out in the room. I was like, wow, look at these wooden components. right?
Wooden sort of frames there, little flower types. Of
Hopefully it's not too glary, yes. It was pitched to me for Azul, but step up from Azul. So I'm excited for that. Next is Little Alchemists. This is the family-friendly version of The Alchemist.
Yes, this is, Alchemist is now 10 years ago, I think. It was certainly a well-known Czech Games Edition Euro game that had a logic puzzle of light to moderate difficulty woven in with it. So this introduces that same sort of concept.
And this game, The Alchemists, you have tutorial video for it?
Yes, what's one about this?
Oh yeah, and I keep watching this. If I need to play Alchemists, I will definitely have to watch this. I would recommend. This is the puzzle deduction tips, which is very useful. I didn't know how to deduce properly, and then Tarrant's like, all right, if you find things about this, and then you can find out about this because of this. Like, oh, that's very logical. So Little Alchemists is the family-friendly version where there's not that much front-load learning, and there's also boxes in it, and you get introduced to the rules slowly. So the board started, the triangle thing that you do, they have that as well. So they start small, and then as you progress your game, it gets bigger and bigger, and then more and more things that you can deduce.
Which is always how you learn logic, like grid-based logic puzzles growing up as well. You have like a 3x3, and then you add more dimensions to it.
Yeah, so that's a great way to learn. So
Yes.
Next one is Spotlight.
Next one is...
So, which is a really simple game. This is by Horrible Guild. So you get given a task. So this person is what you're gonna find, and you get given. Each player has got a board, which is actually is this one. So one board has got this picture, and then the other one and this part, and then the next one this part, and this part, this part. So like 5 players. And this is what the board looks like. And you basically find this. It's like the bigger version and the smaller version, and you need to find it like that. It's a time limit. It's really quick. So this is really cute.
That is quite cute.
Yeah, I know it's really cute. And the thing is also, if you have played enough and you kind of like know exactly how many in it.
I'm amused. This version has batteries, and so the circle is bigger, and then the battery has run out. It has less circle.
It's very cute. So the back of the card has got the answer of how or where it actually is located for which playboard, and there's also sections. So if you want to play the hard mode, or you've played it several times, okay, let's just count like a quarter of the board. It's very cute. And we have Tower Up. This is by Monolith. And I've been given this with recommendations. So it's a tower building game. It reminds me of Skyline, although it plays differently than Skyline. And we have In the Footsteps of Mary Curry.
Yes.
So this is like the next one from the Footsteps of Darwin.
Yes, it's a different game. You can see from the back, if you're familiar with Footsteps of Darwin, it does not look the same, but the front is very much in the same style. And I guess it's part of a big scientist series, maybe.
Yeah, I love it. I'm in Mary Curry.
Next.
Yes, go scientists. All right, next is that pile. So the first one, the top one here is the Kinfire. Kinfire. So there's, I think last year or 2 years ago, there's the campaign game with the big box. This is a small card box, so they have 3 sets and then more coming. And you play, this is a cooperative game, and you play different characters. So different sets offer you different experience of the character. Not this one? Okay.
In play, in view.
Oh, is it? Oh, sorry, yes, thank you. Middle Ages. This is Amanda Panda sticker, very cute. This is by
Marc-Andre.
Marc-Andre, yes.
Known of Splendor fame.
Yeah, so I heard good things about it again. I want to put it there. Okay, I'll give it to you then. Dreamcatcher, this is the other dream game. It reminds me of Dixit. It's got Dixit-like card, although it's not Dixit. And these two, thank you for the publisher to ship the game to us. This is by Devi Games. You can't really see the title properly, but it is here. It's Rock Hard 1977. So this game was sold out at GenCon. and I met Jackie Fox, the designer, who was part of Runaways, which is a music group.
Back in the 70s, yes, this is a nice thematic light midweight Euro that takes you through being a rock star back in the day.
I highly recommend watching Tarrant's video because you did some sneaky things when explaining how to play Rock Hard.
Not at all. It was all above board.
Okay, fine. And this is Minos, Dawn of the Bronze Age. This is a great game by Board and Dice. Also shipped to me. We have video for it. And this is a dice drafting game, which a lot of combo that you can do and satisfying combo.
Yes, dice drafting very similar to Coimbra if you've played that one, but with a couple more things to think about and a lot of combos and tableau that you can build.
Right. Now I'm going to show you these games that is...
Those ones?
Yeah, which also brings to the next segment. It is preview games or upcoming game. We have Mesos from Cranial Creations, and we have Beyond the Horizon, also from Cranial Creation. Now these two are going to be SM release, I believe. And Beyond the Horizon is, in particular is by Adam Hill, Matt Riddle, Ben Pinchbeck, and Dennis K. Chen. So, rings a bell?
Yes, big team there.
Yay! Well, there's the other game that I was talking about with Ben Pinchbeck and Matt Riddle and
Yes.
Adam Hill. Remember?
So, there it is. River Valley Glassworks.
River Valley, thank you.
Beyond Mesos.
Beyond Mesos. Okay, great. Oh yeah, I just got it. So upcoming games and games I saw at GenCon or around GenCon, because GenCon's happening not in actual GenCon, but it's in Lucas Oil Stadium, which is next to it, at game shops around GenCon. It's absolutely everywhere. It's taking over the city basically and the airport. Like people would come to airport and like, what's going on? Why people are playing games? Literally.
Yes.
It's amazing. So the first game that I want to share to you called Falling, and this is you are excavating things like gems, mineral, and so on. And this is an engine building, worker placement ease game. But what's interesting about it is the passing mechanic, right? So there's like the other like engine building, passing, and going to get certain things. You have to pay every time you put your workers, and then when the things are falling down, like every round, the excavation falling down, and then eventually you get your worker back. And then if you actually have your worker out, you're actually gaining income from the space that the workers is missing. Mm-hmm. So anyways, what's interesting is passing as well. When you pass, then you go to you be the first player next round. But if other people, at least one other player keep going, then when it gets to you, it goes down. So there's like a track here, you go down and then you get another benefit. And somebody else is passing, you get another benefit. So that's combo with the action that when you do your turn, you can go to certain turn, you can go up the ladder slowly or going fast. So that kind of like balance with passing early and passing later. And
I'm always interested in games that have a turn-ordered, an interesting turn-order draft type of mechanic.
Yeah, I think this is going to be good. The second game is Bomb Buster. So this is by Pegasus Spiel, and this is where you are defusing bomb cooperatively in time limit. So they have the table there, right? It looks really good. I didn't have it, but I think Team has it, and the plan is I'm gonna play with them. So hopefully, we are in the same city. And this game is called Monkey Palace. This is by Asmodee. So this is in one of the Asmodee preview area, and this is a Lego game, as you can probably see here. This is an engine building income where you gain cards, you gain income Lego pieces, and then you build it. Simple as that. And it's Lego. I think it's just the first Lego game. I could be wrong.
Yeah, you confused my brain when you described that. So it's Lego.
It's Lego.
And you play with Lego. Sounds fun.
Sort of like building it 3D, and then you can build things in a certain way. I think it's pretty intuitive the way you can place or you can't place it. Next one. Number 4 is The Lord of the Rings Duel for Middle-earth. This is Seven Wonders Duel, new thing, but it's Lord of the Rings theme.
Okay.
So it looks like a lot like Seven Wonders Duel, where you do the cards, but I haven't actually played this yet. I'd like to play it one day, hopefully. Game number 5 is Star Wars The Mandalorian Adventures. So you don't need to know Star Wars or The Mandalorian. They have like a little comic strip before each campaign. It's a campaign cooperative game. And the smart thing about it is a card play. So multi-use cards, you can use the card to contribute to certain actions, or you can use it for other things. It looks very thematic. It is cooperative, but it can also be played with hidden traitor. So I'm always interested with games like that. It can be played like so. The other one is River of Gold, which I saw. It's from Legend of the Five Rings universe. It is amazingly looking beautiful. It's like with the gold, like fish scale around it. Game number 7 is Moon Bunny. So from the creators of Steam Up. This is another Chinese culture, Chinese folklore, this one. There's a few folklores around it. And the bunny, the one is when the bunny is helping this hungry man by throwing itself to the fire to help the hungry man to eat.
Yep. And the game is a tile placement game, and it has an interesting mechanism where you move around collecting tiles, but you have to spend a resource to swap bunnies from one that moves one way to one that moves a different.
It's very cute. Game number 8 I want to show you is One Piece Nakama. So right now it is available in Italy, but it's coming in English. And this is One Piece theme, which I love the action series on Netflix. I started watching the cartoon, but it's like thousands of episodes, so slowly getting there. Speaking about One Piece, number 9 is One Piece Luffy's Bento Panic. So this is like a really quick game where you're grabbing tiles and then eating your bento. It's by Cass Entertainment, so this is different company.
Who did the Sonic roll?
Yes, for Cass Entertainment. So number 10 is Altered. Now, Altered is a new TCG. I call TCG. This is by Equinox, by the people that did Dixit. Now, this is a trading card game, but you own the rights to it digitally. So what I mean by that is that once you buy a card, each card has got barcode. You have to download an app and you scan it, and then you own it digitally. Now, from there, there are card company. You can order that cards, however numbers you want. So you can do multiple one, and you can choose the foil version of the cards. And my question was like, why don't you just choose all foil? Like, if it's the same price to print it, it's the same price. And they say, oh, some people might like foil, some people might not. I'm like, that's fair. Make it like special. The card has got like that's the most unique thing. But when you do tournament like competitively, then they'll check which barcode you have. Then you can only use the barcode that you have, the card barcode that you have. And when you do trading, you trade digitally. So you're not limited to physically, like Magic cards, you're physically having to, hand over the cards, but it's online. So you trade through the app somehow digitally, and then bang, you have this card.
Very interesting new world take on how this
thing works.
How that whole market will work, and it'll be interesting to see how it uptakes over time.
There's one more thing that is very different. So it plays 2 players. I think it has variant, but it's not attacking. Now, Disney Locana, it's kind of like you can attack, but you can also...
But you win by questing.
Correct. You win by questing. But this one, there's no attacking. The object of the game is you start your hero on one side, so they will be like that style of dual battle game where you sit opposite. One side is your hero, the other side is your familiar, and the idea is to meet them together to win. So it's more adventuring. The way to do it is by playing the cards and have majority of at least one symbol than your opponents. And that way you advance your character. And a lot of cards has got different powers, obviously, and then cards also has got different rarity, just from common, from rare, unique, and so on. I actually got a unique card from there. I have to find it somewhere. I put it safe. I was like, okay, and then they gave me the card, like, this is a unique card. Just quickly scan it, and then you can share it. Because before I scan it, everyone else, if they see the photo, they can scan it and make them make the
Take
card
your
things.
barcode.
Yes,
That's why
because
you never post a concert ticket on
is that?
on Instagram.
Oh no, that's a lie. Is it?
Yeah, you can get your concert ticket barcodes swiped if someone sees the barcode, makes it, and then attends before you.
So new things that I learned. Anyways, I put that card somewhere safe. Now I can't remember where it is. Maybe with other business cards. So very interesting concept, that trading card. One more thing about this, because I'm really excited, is that you usually not a big card battle duel player.
I'm terrible at them. I constantly lose them.
Maybe that's why I like it. No, I just enjoy it. And there's no duel. There's no attacking in this one. Maybe you play more. But you can play this on Board Game Arena, and you can scan your collection to Board Game Arena to play it with people online. How amazing! I play Board Game Arena a lot in between, like it's like a time waster. Time waster is not a bad thing, in my opinion. A time waster, and you play on Board Game Arena, play with people in the world, and that is amazing. Game number 11 is Star Trek Captain's Chair. The game that I can now talk about, I think last year in GenCon, I played it at the airport with David Turchi, one of the two designers. And this is now out as a prototype. So it's Star Trek themed. It is kind of like spiritual successor from Imperium Classic. And I can't wait to play it. Again, the published copy. Chivalry is dead. Now this is a prototype, and this is a racing game. You know me about racing game. I always seem to like, and this is a racing from different races like human, goblin, and everything. And each player controlling 2 chariot, and it has got the feeling of Thunder Road Vendetta and Mario Kart.
So a fair bit of chaos going on.
Yes. So, and then it's asymmetric power, and then it's got the race and the cards. So each one you use different one as well. So it's
I do find chaos is a good way to do a racing game.
Yeah.
Kingdot's had a little bit of that as well.
coming to Kickstarter, that one. Next is Wandering Galaxy by Plaidhead Games. At that time, GenCon is on crowdfunding. Now, Plaidhead Game, they don't usually do crowdfunding, but this is the first crowdfunding, but they're pretty much ready to roll. They have things on. They're probably going to do a few months until they have the games. It's a fully cooperative game. It's story-based. You are exploring the galaxy. So the story is that you earned debt to this bad person, and you have to find money by doing jobs in the galaxy. So this is a fully sandbox game. So the previous games like Mice and Mystics by the same designer, by the same company, Jerry, and
Very story-driven.
story-driven, yes. The story, now they have the app. If you remember Forgotten Waters, they have the app that tells the story. This is similar, so the story that tells you these things plus more. It's just fully cooperative, and unlike Forgotten Waters, you can just do whatever you want. You can complete missions, but you can do side jobs as well. There are hundreds of missions or cards that you can do, and the campaign is you don't have to complete it in order. You can just do this one, that one, that one, and complete the campaign. Yeah, which is great.
Always interested to see how companies are implementing sandboxes.
Like Mythwin, that was a really great one. It feels like Stardew Valley, the board game. So back again in Wandering Galaxy. It has solo and 2-player mode, but it's not a variant. So it's integrated, and you don't have to do like bot and things like that. There are dice when you help other people complete mission, so you can help other people. But when you actually do the mission, rather than dice, you actually flip a deck of cards. So no dice roll there. It's great. I mean, I'm okay with dice roll when it's a lot of mitigation and if it's cooperative. So it's not like just me that's being...
Like that wonderful die roll I had in Andromeda's Edge yesterday.
Oh my gosh. Don't get me started. That's a story for another day. And just the way they do it as well, it's light front load learning. So I just slowly introduce different rules in this game. Next game is Les by KTBG. This is a dungeon exploring game where you are creating dungeon for other people to explore and trying to trap other people and not getting to the treasure. It's very fun. I actually did play almost a full game of that. Next game is Block and Key. This is the first time I saw it. I haven't played Block and Key. I know. And I can't wait for the next game, Eyes and Idols. So 2 different games, but in the same universe. Block and Key is it's like a really great table presence. 2 stories with tetraspecies. You try to complete objective to put in certain angles. Eyes and Idols is the new game.
Yes, and that is a path and tile manipulation type of one. It's pick up and deliver with a shifting board and extra power-ups.
We have that. We'll do video for it. Next game is Aang's Destiny by the Op. So you remember Toy Story type of cooperative deck building. Now this is Aang's Destiny. I mean, this is
the same thing in the Avatar universe.
Correct, like the Last Airbenders. So
that would fit well the way it's sort of the way the story works in that universe.
So in this game also the market it's got multiple market that you can purchase, not just one market. And each allies has got abilities that like the series, and the story also following the story of The Last Airbender. So very excited for this one. Now this next game is T-Witches. This is upcoming game by the Op for GenCon 2025. This is by Manny Vega, and the art is by Sandara Tang, which did Flamecraft, which is like, you can see the similarities with Flamecraft. So this is still prototype, and there's not much that I can show yet, but you're basically serving tea to witches. There's a bit of rondel move, there is a bit of push your luck, and there's some sort of polyomino there to do an upgrade of your action. Very excited for this one. Next one is Smurf by Mastro Media. Smurf.
About the Smurfs?
About the Smurf. So
I'll play blue.
Fine.
I win.
Everyone's blue. So the Smurf from Mastro Media, the mushroom looks amazing. So the mushroom is not just decoration. Oh, it's decoration, but then you flip it. It's actually a place for an action. And there's Pickleball Blast. So this is more like mass market, but it's just so fun. You basically just like throwing the balls, like it's like tennis, but then with the thing in the middle.
That's a dexterity, a little
sort of
mini
a little
pickleball,
dexterity.
is it?
Yeah, by Moose Toys.
Nice.
Now this next a few games is by Horrible Guilds again. We've seen Spotlight, the other game. This is Flower Fields. So this has got drafting mechanic where you build certain group of flowers, and then you put the bees on the flowers, and then you score the amount of bees times the amount of flowers. So kind of like King Domino-ish feeling with a few other twists. The next one, also from the same company, is Railroad Tiles. So this is the tile placement version of Railroad Inc. This is obviously tile drafting, tile placement, and you want to try to maximize your placement as always, maximize the objectives. Each round, you know, there are certain things they are going to place on your city or network, and you need to anticipate that by getting the right tiles and multiplying that. I mean, those components like human, car, and trains times however many that you have already that is connected through the network, whether it's road or tiles.
Nice. Usually you see games go from big to the roll and write versions. So yeah, interested to see how this one goes in the other direction.
Yeah, it's really the draft is good as well because there's like 1 or 2 tiles, 3 tiles, 4 tiles, and so on. If you go forward, you get more tiles. Not necessarily what you need, but then you'll be probably last in turn or the next round. So you like that sort of thing as well.
True.
Yeah. Next one is, I can't talk about it. I'm just quickly mentioning that there's going to be the new Evergreen expansion in Essen.
Nice.
That's all I can say. Next is Devi Games. Now this is exciting also. The first one is Quest Book. So they are releasing like RPG choose your own adventure book with a lot of nice pictures in there. So they found this from somebody selling it online, Amazon or something along those lines, and all the artwork were AI. Now all the artwork is not AI, and then they have great artwork, and then now the unique thing is that there are times where you need to roll dice, right? It's like RPG, choose your own adventure, what you do. So rather than rolling the dice, you actually flip the books. Remember the old cartoon? You just like flip the pages of the book. And then when you stop, that's the dice because each page has got dice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Another interesting little way of doing it.
Yeah. And next one is the White Castle Matcha. So this is the expansion from the White Castle. And therefore say, all right, we got a lot of feedback. People want one more round. So this is the expansion that comes with extra middle board, common board, and then extra player board and green dice. So exciting one. I think it's going to be Essen release. Next Essen release from Jahja Games is Daitoshi. This is very exciting because this is a rondel action, this is worker placement, and this is to do with resources. You like games with like mining in like oil, resource, and that sort of thing, industrial theme.
I do enjoy an industrial theme.
So what I show you here is 95% finished. This is for Essen release. This is inspired by Studio Ghibli, and this happens pre-San. You know the game pre-San?
Yeah.
So the universe is pre-San.
I know a lot of that is being put together in the same universe.
Yes. So this is Industrial Revolution, where you keep getting the resources, and then the game ends when there's no more resource. You'll be traveling around the city, expanding the city, doing other things in the city. So Essen release it is. Next game I saw is SETI by CGE, Czech Games Edition. And this is from Astrologer. So rather than like science fiction, it's based on astrology. So looking for life out there. It's got some unique card play. It's got some rondel sort of movement in the middle that makes it look special and exciting. I can't wait to play it or maybe get it from Essen. And I played a little bit of Babylon. This is coming up. This is part of Flat River Group. And this is where you draft tiles and you gain resources based on the height of the tiles around it. And then the more you get, the better. And then you get the pieces and you build towers up. It's called Babylon. Yep. And that's how you score as well, by putting the towers up. The higher the level, the pieces on that level worth more to you. Next game is Flickering Stars. This is a new game by Matt Leacock. Actually met Matt Leacock there for the first time, and took a selfie, of course. And this is a dexterity game where you trying to transport your own people back to your planet by flicking the ships. It's very fun.
Very good.
And next one is, I only saw it like as like GenCon's about to close. These next games, Only Murders in the Building. So it's a cooperative solving the murder puzzle. If you see the TV shows, it's based on TV shows by Selena Gomez,
Steve Martin and Martin Short.
Thank you. So Only Murders in the Building is cooperative one, and it was displayed there, but then no one was there. And then GenCon almost closed. I didn't actually find out more about it, but it feels like I flicked through the rulebook, and it feels like it's very thematic to the series. So it's been fun. And there's also Everdell Duo, which is the duo version of Everdell. This is coming on Kickstarter. This is very exciting because, you know, Everdell, like I'll get everything Everdell. It's milking it, but I can't help it. I like the milk.
6 years on now from the original release of Everdell.
Yes.
So continuing to go strength to strength.
Mm-hmm. And the last one is Bagged and Boarded. Now, I saw this at the airport. Look at the artwork for this. This is a prototype. It's not going to come in the box like this, although I don't mind the box. This is by Octoraf Games, which has got the game that we really love, Brick and Mortar. So this is the upcoming game going on Kickstarter. And the artist is actually from Australia. I'm pretty sure it's from Melbourne. And drawing all these characters. I like the art style a lot. So it's about going out, getting comic. And the action is dictated by time. So the stronger action will cost you time, and then you get less action. Yep. There's mechanic for it, right? You always say that.
Yeah, time track mechanic.
Time track mechanic. And it's very thematic. Let's say you go to get the bargain on a comic book, something it costs you more because you have to like go through bargain and things like that. Collecting comic books, I can't wait for it to play. I almost played it, but kind of like ran out of time. I have to get into the airport. And that is GenCon, everyone. So what I saw, what I can remember outside the jet lag. It's not so bad the jet lag this time. And Terrence missed out.
Which is fine. I held fort at home. But I will be at Essen.
Oh, that's right. Tarrant will be at Essen. So if you are going to be in Essen, please let us know. Write in the comments. If you went to GenCon, please let me know as well. Any of this game that you think is interesting, let me know. Maybe I can give you even more information if I know, when I found out, if I can remember out of this jet lag. And thank you for watching. Hopefully you have a great day. If you like this video, let us know and share it to other people that might find it useful, and have a great day. Bye.